There's a lovely fish. Look at the size of it. Ha! G'day folks, today I'm going trout fishing in this stream behind me. It's still a little bit high after recent rains, but I reckon it's looking okay. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. I'm just near the car. Before I start fishing, I'm going to put a collapsible bait trap, baited up with good O's dry dog food, just under this tree here in the slow backwater, and see if there might be any yabbies in here. This is the last of the good O's that I know of. It's the last of a bag that I bought last year. Hopefully it brings me luck. Now I'm going to try and get this in there away from the current. Might have to do a dodgy and put a foot out here. That's the spot. Righto, that's in a nice spot there. I've kept the float and the cord and everything away from anywhere where the cattle can tangle up in it. Let's go fishing. Over 100 millimetres of rain fell in one night here just last week. Most of it's cleared out and flushed out, although the water is still quite high and a bit off colour, so it's higher and dirtier than normal for this time of the year. I'm hoping that I can use that to my favour though, as I make my way up the stream fishing. Right, after crossing the creek, I'm now making my way downstream. I'm going to get in down there, then fish my way back to the car. If I'm not catching any fish, I'll go somewhere else, but if I'm doing okay, well, I'll have lunch at the car and then fish upstream as well. I'm starting off with a Tassie Devil lure of all things, a winged lure called a Tasmanian Devil. It's white with black and red spots. I think that colour might be called Clown. Right, I've walked down quite a long way to where I'm going to start. There's a duck on the water just over there. You can't see it through the trees. It's acting wounded. It's trying to lure me away from its babies, so there it goes. I'm not expecting to catch too many just here because I think that duck would have spooked everything. This is a nice looking pool, although this is where the duck first went when I scared it before. I was sitting in the grass just here as I was walking in. No! I'm going to lose this lure. A bit early for that. It's only been going 5 minutes. I just lost my Tassie Devil lure on a root under that tree over there, and that's actually quite deep and fast out there, so I'm not walking out there to get it. So I'm going to change to a spinner. I've gone to the French Touch Tackle Morpho spinner, because I chose the white one because it's nice and bright, and I just think the spinner will create more vibrations and just make it a little bit easier for the fish to find it in the dirty water. There's the female wood duck just there, so I'm guessing the baby ducks are here somewhere. Oh, trout following it. Oh! Had a follow. Wasn't a bad fish either. I've seen one. First one I've seen. I don't know whether the camera would have picked that up or not, but it's the first trout that I've seen. Look at this stupid bloody duck up here, would you? Gee, this annoys me so much when I'm trout fishing. There's obviously babies in here somewhere, and it's trying to scare me away from the babies. Got him. Yes, on a spinner. I started off with a Tassie Devil, and I lost it on a snag, so I put on a spinner, and I've seen two in the first couple of minutes since changing lures. Spinner it is. Looks like we're spinning for trout. I actually tied that Tassie Devil lure on at home before I came up here and realised how high and dirty the water was. I think a spinner is a much better option when conditions are like this. Hello lovely trout. See you later mate. Go on. Yeah, I started off with the Tassie Devil, the winged lure. I really enjoy fishing with them, particularly in lakes. But I used to catch a lot of trout on them in streams as well, and I thought I haven't done that for years, so I might do that. But then when I got up here and saw the colour of the water, I thought I might have chose the wrong lure. So when I lost it on a snag about 5 minutes after I started, I decided I'm going to put a spinner on. Spinners vibrate, they create more vibrations, and the fish can feel those vibrations, making them better when the water's a bit off colour. Oh, there's a follow, look at the waves. Didn't see the fish, but I saw some waves, some bow waves. Something definitely followed that out then. Don't know whether it was very big or not though. This stupid duck swimming up the middle of the creek over there. It's really starting to irritate me. I wonder if that's why that fish that just followed my line didn't take it. Surely that duck's got to be spooking the fish. I'll aim and catch the duck in a minute just to get it away. Oh, hit it again. See the waves? I felt something hit it twice. I think it felt like he hit it with apprehension. I couldn't see him in the dirty water, but it didn't slam the lure, that's for sure. I wish this duck could just go away now. I've been following this duck for ages. Where's that duck? Good, maybe it's finally gone. Oh good, it's heading downstream. Good. It's floating back down towards its babies. Hopefully it stays down there. That used to be a really deep hole up in there. It looks like it might have silted up a lot in the last couple of floods maybe. Got him! Oh, look, the little one out there in the open. It was only a small fish. Makes me really happy to know that I've already seen 3 or 4 fish. Got him! I saw him grab that. I was actually watching the spinner. I was almost out of line. I was almost completely out of line when he hit that then. I was watching the spinner, and then from out of nowhere a fish grabbed it. Caught me off guard, mate. Another lovely brownie. Brownie number 2. See you later. Gone. I must have made 6 or 7 casts into this pool then before that fish came out. And that's a good lesson for anybody watching. If you're fishing in water that's quite dirty or quite off colour, sometimes they can take a while to come out because it can take the fish a while to see the lure. When the water's clear, they often see it straight away and come out in the first or second cast. But when the water's murky, you want to make sure you just slow right down and make more casts than what you normally would. I've got about ½ an inch before water gets in the gumboots. Can I make it through? Yes. I'm still dry for now. There's a little creek flowing in just over there. And I'm kind of hoping that once I get past there, the water might clear up just a little bit. The water's definitely dirtier in that creek than it is in the main creek. Got him! Just about to say there's got to be a fish in here. The last time I fished this hole, I was sitting on the top of the pool up there with a bunch of worms in similar conditions, hoping to catch a trout on worms, and I caught a massive carp. I thought I'd hooked the biggest trout in the creek. Gee mate, you're fatty. What have you been eating? With all the rain we've had, I'm guessing lots of worms. Little fatty. See you later, mate. This is shaping up to be a great day. I haven't even got back to the car yet and I've already caught 3. Pretty happy with that. Very happy with that, to be honest. This is where I crossed the creek on the way downstream and filmed my introduction. Just up there in the open. When I filmed my opening scene, I mentioned that the water's high and off colour and I'm going to use that to my advantage. Let me just explain. When the water's really low and clear, the fish spook a lot easier. They see you coming. You've got to be slow, stealthy and quiet. When it's high like this, you can make a bit more noise. Even just walking across here now, I wouldn't be surprised had I caught a fish here. I didn't, but if I did, it wouldn't have surprised me. But if I'd walked across here when it was low and clear, then it would have surprised me. it's a lot more forgiving. Low, clear water can be quite unforgiving. Once the fish touches the lure, they'll disappear. But when it's higher enough colour like this, it's just a lot more forgiving. You can make a bit more noise. You can wear brighter clothing. It's just more forgiving. That's the best word I can think of. It's easier to fish. So that's what I meant when I said I'm going to use it to my advantage. Every single hole seems to have that one branch hanging over it. And I've caught it. Can you believe that? I can't get in. That's probably 3 or 4 feet deep in there at the moment. I don't want to lose the spinner. I like this spinner. I got it. After all that, I got it when I was able to pull it from a different angle. Tell you what, that must really say something for the French touch tackle morpho spinners, because I never stuff around that much for a loss for a snag lure. Your little Tassie Devil certainly didn't get that much fuss before. Got him. Oh, I done him. Bugger. I was just thinking, I haven't caught one for a while. I couldn't lift me rod up because of this branch, so I was trying to put sideways pressure on him instead of upways pressure. Didn't feel like too bad a fish either. I felt like he had a bit of weight in him. I doubt very much that fish will come back. He did come. Oh, I done him again. He came back and I've done him again. I tried me drag a bit. The problem is that if it's a big fish, it'll snap the line. Surely it's twice bitten, third time shy. Is that how it goes? Once bitten, twice shy. Twice bitten, he won't come back again. Got him. That is a big fish. He did come back. That's the same fish. I was just standing down there. That's a very nice sized trout. He's hit that 3 times now. Look at how many baby ducks there are. I've just stumbled across a nest of all these baby ducks. There goes the mum. That'll probably wander up there along the creek now and spook everything. A nest of baby ducks. I'm pretty sure it's got a clutch of ducks or a clutch of ducklings. Oh no, there's some just there. I nearly landed on one. Didn't even see them there. Anyone down there? This is where I like fishing soft plastics better, because you can just bob them down there like that and just bob them up and down. Can't walk along here anymore, it's washed away. It's washed away, as my pop would say if he was alive. Got him. Nice little one. I should have brought my stove with me. I've got about 10 of them. And I just bought a new one. I bought a new stove recently. I'll get a quick photo, then I'll unhook him. Lovely little trout. Big on. Off he goes. I'm not getting the underwater release today. The water's not all that clear, so I haven't been worrying about it. I was saying I should have brought a stove and cooked one of these trout for lunch. I've actually got quiche in the car, and I'm almost back to the car. But I bought myself a new stove just yesterday. I bought a Jetboil Genesis Base Camp. That's a 2-burner Jetboil stove. It's an absolute ripper. It's quite expensive, but it's an absolute beauty. I can boil vegetables while I'm cooking my fish. Got him. Another one. 2 in the same hole. Same size as the one I just released. I caught him there and this one here. I won't worry about a photo of this one. It's almost identical to the last one. Still got a few little par markings. Those black circles, they're called par markings, and they occur on juvenile trout. Juvenile trout are one of the nicest looking fish in the water, I think. Well, I'm back at the car. I'm about to have some lunch and then I'm going to fish upstream for a little bit. I'm just having too much fun. I haven't had enough yet. But first I'm going to check my gabby net or my shrimp net. Is there anything in there? Absolutely nothing. Not one. Put it back. Check it again when I'm finished. Right, now I've stopped at my car for some lunch and then I'm going to walk upstream and keep fishing for a while. But check this out. I'm having a quickie for lunch. If you're mature, you might know it as quiche. Leftover quiche from last night's tea. Now that's got to be healthier than bacon and fried yabbies. Half a quiche is probably too much though. That's probably not healthy. I should have just brought a quarter. Anyway, I'll tell you what I'll do. I can't have a quarter, so I'll have half of the half. And then I'm going to go fishing again. And, look, big bottle of water to wash it down. Go me. Well, lunch was magnificent. I ended up eating a bit more than half the half. I had probably 3/4 of the half of quiche. What did you have for lunch, Robbie? 3/4 of a half a quiche. Cold quiche. It's actually very nice. Got him. He hit that. Oh, he got off. I was going to say, gee, he hit that hard. He hit hard and then he got off. That's not bad. It's probably only about 5 or 6 casts after lunch. I'm actually really liking seeing some smaller fish in the creek at the moment. It's terrific. It's a great sign. Oh, got him. Another little one. Oh, he got off too. The first couple that I caught were quite large fish, and I saw that really big one before. And since then, I've just seen had a run of little fish, but that's okay by me. It's great to see smaller fish in the creek. Something hit that, then got him. He hit it once, and he came back a second time. Not a bad fish, not as big as the first ones that I got, but I lost the last few. I'd rather lose this one because I can't get into the water to land it. Alright. I can just get to the water and wet my hand. And I got him. Nice fish. Worthy of a quick photo. Beautiful trout. See you later, mate. Awesome. I thought that trout had swallowed that spinner when I saw it, but he hadn't, thankfully. It was in his mouth, not on his lip, but it was just on the bottom of his mouth. So I was able to unhook him easily and get him back. Oh, got him. I saw him come and grab that. It's a nice trout too. The biggest one today, I think. Loosen the drag a little bit. He came and grabbed that almost in slow motion. I wonder if we can get up there to land him. Geez, that took a lot of casts. What an absolute ripper. Get that down a bit deep, have you? Ugh. Oh no, beauty. Oop, off he goes. I dropped him. I was just finished unhooking him and I was about to hold him up in front of the camera, but I dropped him and he's gone. That was the nicest fish today. Awesome. These trout are going nuts over this French touch tackle morpho spinner. I'll put a link in the video description below this video to where you can find these online. I wonder if me losing that Tassie Devil at the start, remember I started off with a Tassie Devil lure, maybe the fishing guides deliberately made me lose that on a snag because they knew what I needed to tie on. This hole's changed a lot over the years, but ever since I was a kid, got him. I have too. Oh, he got off. I caught him in and hooked him in amongst all them snags. I was going to say, even when I was a kid, it was always very deep, the swirly backwater and lots of snags. It used to be deep all the way out to this bank and all the way around. There's always been a deep hole here and it's always been very snaggy, although it has changed a lot. The structure of it's changed quite a bit. can't believe how much this part of the creek just here has changed since the floods. Oh, got him. Fish grabbed that then, just as I was about to lift it out of the water. I was actually just thinking, I wonder if there's any fish still in this particular spot or whether they move out until everything settles. And there's still one here. He's almost hooked a little bit deep. Hopefully he's going to be okay. He swam off fine. I reckon he'll be fine. Before the big floods just recently, there were trees along that bank there. Them ones. This Morpho spinner is just cleaning up today, but I'm just thinking, if I call this video spinning for trout, and the very first scene I say, the lure I'm starting off with is a Tassie Devil, it's going to look a bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, I'm used to looking weird. Great cast. Not too long, not too short, and it's not going to catch too many fish. Oh, got him. Just about to lift it out of the water when that fish came and grabbed that. I was just about to lift it out, and then just as I stopped retrieving it, I saw something following it. It's only a small trout, similar to the smaller ones I've been catching. Something just tapped that then too. There he is. He's on it. He's on it. He's on it. He's still on it. He's going now. Same fish, I reckon. This little offshoot here is... Oh, there's a fish in there. Got him. Mark missed him. Oh, he got him. Third time lucky. Not a bad trout. I can still see him. I was just about to open my mouth and say this little offshoot here is about the size of what the creek normally is. I'd say he's seen me, that fish, and shot through. Got him. Yep, got him this time. There's a lovely fish. Look at the size of it. Ha! This little Anna branch, I suppose you could call it. This is the size of what the creek normally is. Now it's really high at the moment. And that's good because high water brings lots of food, which brings fast growth rates, which brings bigger fish, like this one. Might even get a bit of underwater release footage. I haven't been doing any of that today because the water's not very clear, but I'll try it here. It's a little bit clearer up here. Come on, mate. Come on. Beautiful trout. He is a ripper. First things first, I'll get a photo of you, mate. Got to be really careful when you use lures with trebles, whether it's a spinner or a minnow. Come on. Get a quick photo of you. Still not ready. Oh, now he's ready. That is a beauty. You can see he's got a bit of damage in his mouth. He's been caught before, this fish. Oh, wow, that's put me on a bit of a high. I estimate that trout to be around about somewhere between 40 and 45, maybe 42, 43 centimetres, maybe even a little bit over. It's hard to say. It was definitely bigger than anything else that I've caught today. They are going nuts over this spinner today. If you've never been spinning for trout or used a spinner for trout, this is all you have to do. It's probably the easiest way to go trout fishing. You just cast it out, reel it in. If it's a bit deeper, you might want to let it sink a little bit. If the water's faster, you might want to reel it in a bit faster. The spinner needs to be going faster than the current in order to spin properly. But even in really fast water like rapids, you can crank the handle really fast and really get it spinning hard, and a trout will still run it down, no worries at all. Doesn't matter how fast you retrieve it, you'll never ever retrieve it too fast for a trout. They're even easier than minnows, because with minnows, sometimes you'll have problems with the minnow. You got him, look at that. Just cast it out and reel it in. With minnows, sometimes you'll have problems in them hitting the bottom and fouling up on slime and stuff. But with a spinner, unless you let it sink, you're not going to have that problem. And with that cast, if I didn't let that sink, I just cast it out and reeled it in. Over here I can get to the water. He's not a big fish, but he turned up right on cue when I was giving a demonstration on how to use a spinner properly. Yeah, mate, you took that, I just cast it out and reeled it in, and you grabbed it. And for doing so, I say thank you very much and see you later, mate. Not quite sure how safe this is standing here. Is there another fish up there? Yes, got him. Ooh, he's a nicer one too. Now I can't wet my hand up here. I'm just going to have to lift him and try and get a bit of moisture off the wet grass. Ugh. It's not even all that wet, unfortunately. Oh well. He's quite a bit bigger than the last one that I just caught. Just casting it out, reeling it in. I've caught two in the one hole. See you later, mate. Gee, I'm having a great day today. I'm probably going to head off pretty soon though, and I'll tell you why. Later this week I'm actually going fishing with Straubs, my mate Straubs. Now Straubs is a little bit, he faces a few challenges when it comes to casting into tight spaces. So this spot here will be ideal for him. It's nice and open, so I'm going to turn around up here shortly. Okay, I'll go up to the next bend. It's about 200 metres up there, and then I'll stop. And that way when I come up here with Straubs later in the week, unless someone else comes up in that time, you should be able to experience some pretty good fishing up there. And it's nice and open for him to cast. I don't think you'll see this, so I'll say it here now. I'm going to let him outfish me. I just think it's good for his confidence. Got him. I saw the bow wave come down behind the lure then. This is just too good. I've really hit the jackpot here. Fish after fish after fish. Come on, mate. Lovely brown trout, one after another. That's a lovely fish. Well folks, I'm going to turn around here now. I was going to go up there to that next bend, but I'm going to leave that because I'm fishing with Straubs later in the week. So I'm going to leave that area up there untouched for when we head out. So I'm going to go back to the car now. I'll probably finish a little bit of quickie, and I'm going to check my shrimp net and see if there's any yabbies in there. Well, I'm back at the car. I've come to check my shrimp net, but it's up near the surface. The current's got hold of it, so there's nothing in there. Oh well. While the shrimp net might have been a bit of a fail, the fishing was incredible. As a fisherman, these are the sort of days that we dream about. Heaps of fish, perfect water, perfect sky, perfect weather, perfect everything. What an awesome day I've had. Thank you all so much for watching.